City Connects?
They're fine. I think they show better on TV, is what I understand. So I'm a team player.
You don't miss the blue pants?
Don't miss the blue pants though. The blue ones, the other things we wear, are pretty nice. Yeah.
Nick, obviously, getting Glasnow was a big deal in Oxford. Just overall, what have you seen out of him, and what has he shown you as a race on the staff?
What has he shown? He's shown frontline stuff. To the ability to get swing and miss. To dominate a lineup. The durability to go deep in games, to take the baseball. And he's really just blended in, seamlessly with the players, the coaches, the front office, and being a local guy, he's thrilled. So I think that it's just something that, he's always dreamt about being here. So that's also another thing that's great, is you have a guy that's always wanted to be here.
He's never really done a bunch of innings during his career. Doesn't he even have to manage here for the next couple of months?
I don't know that answer. Well, I guess yes, we're going to manage it, but I don't see it as something where we have to essentially, take him off the line, skip a start, something like that. I think that for us, we're very mindful of how he's feeling after every start, going into each start, and I think that's kind of how we're trying to approach it. I don't think that there's one way to manage Tyler. That's the right way, and so I think it's just the open lines of communication with him and with the training staff.
How would you evaluate the performance of the team since Mookie and Yamamoto has been out?
It's been good. It's been good. I think the thing for me is, the way we play. I love the fight. The results have just been, I think, it's sort of middle-ish 500. I get it, but we're still trying to win every game. So I like the way that the guys are playing and competing.
Is there one player that you're looking to step up in the absence of Mookie, or is it more of a team effort by committee?
It's a team effort. It's a team effort. I think that obviously Shohei and Freddie have been swinging the bats extremely well, but it's got to be a collective effort. Obviously Shohei had a big night last night, and we scored 2 runs. So it's everyone's got to do their part. We got to play good defense, and we need a good pitching performance as well.
At this point in the season, you've got a big division lead, and everybody's thinking October. Do you kind of have to be sensitive that players don't treat this as the dog days and maybe let down just a bit?
You certainly have to be mindful of it. I wouldn't expect that from our guys, as we've been through this a lot. We're focused on each game, and I think that that's the way to kind of manage looking too far out. And then it's my job to manage, the playing time and workload from position players and pitchers. But their job is to be ready to win a game each night.
Did Clayton throw a bullpen today?
He did, and it was kind of just a little light. So we'll see. And I know there was a little bit of soreness after his last outing, so he touched it, and so we'll see, what that means going forward.
I'm sure nothing surprises you about Clayton, but how would you describe the way that he's attacked rehab this time around?
He attacks it like anything, head on. I don't think anyone cares more, prepares better, and so we're just not a complete ball club without him. So I'm just very happy with him, and hope that we just got to be smart. So making sure that he's right when he gets back. That's the most important thing.
It's kind of human nature to kind of look ahead, but is he a guy that's good about staying present, kind of focusing on the process?
Yes, he is. I think that's one of his superpowers, is appreciating what he's done, who he is, what he's trying to do, but being in the moment is a superpower of his, certainly, yeah.
Is there a possibility that the rehab gets pushed back a little bit?
Yeah, there's a possibility. I think that, you know, given the calendar, we just want to make sure that he's good to go. So if there's no hard date for him, and we've been very clear from the get-go, and so when he's ready to go and when he's ready to continue to progress, that's when it is. And so I just don't want to give him any hard timelines.
But the Tuesday.
Yeah, it's going to see how he feels, and I think for me it's, you know, talking to him, talking to training staff, and making sure that he feels good to make it. You know, catch play tomorrow, and if it feels good, great, and if it doesn't, then we'll just keep kicking it down the road until he's ready.
Is that kind of like coming back from this kind of injury, but the tough part is, like, I'm guessing there's going to be soreness no matter what, kind of figuring out like where that threshold is?
Yeah, that's a fair question, but I think that, yeah, that's totally fair. It's something that is certainly different for him, but we have time, and so that's the thing for us. And again, you have to kind of defer to Clayton and to the training staff, most importantly. Yeah.
Max got moved to the 60 yesterday. I'm guessing it doesn't change much about his timeline, but are you guys getting closer to where he can swing? Is it still just depending on how he's feeling when he can start pressing a little more? Yeah,
that was a kind of a paperwork move that I guess we had to make. It doesn't change his time to play, really. He's still not swinging a bat. He's moving with the med ball, the rotational stuff. Obviously, he's running, throwing, taking grounders. So all that stuff is in line. But, you know, the big variable is swinging the bat and taking live at bat. So I just don't know when that'd be. I mean, obviously, that Detroit series, it pushes him essentially past the All-Star break. I think that's what the 60 does. And so that's kind of where my head is at.
With him, I mean, with how he's been playing defensively and the batting average is up a little, like, is there an added layer of frustration that this has become as long of an absence as it's been for him?
Yes, and more for him than us. Obviously, for us, it's nice to have him in the lineup, but for him, that was, you know, I remember when it first happened, we were even contemplating not making it an IL. So for him, he's going stir crazy right now. He is.
What does the lineup lack without him?
It lacks potential slug. It lacks, you know, a guy that's going to get on 38% of the time. It lacks just the consistency of the left-right to kind of manage the starter as well as the bullpen. And so just that kind of continuity 1 through 6 is what, you know, certainly we haven't had without him.
Is there more, does it have more of an impact when he's out than maybe we realize just based on his statistics?
Yeah, it does.
And why is that?
I think with Max, certainly there's some strikeouts in there, there's some swing and miss, and but I just think that having the presence of a guy that can change a game with one swing, and it puts guys, in my opinion, in their rightful parts in the lineup, and it just adds a little bit more length instead of kind of piecemealing the 5-6 and trying to beat the starter, where you just know that, you know, having a guy like Max in there, first left, first right, you know, when he's in there, they have to approach our lineup differently.
You've kind of mixed and matched at multiple positions, including third. Is Miguel Vargas like a possibility at third? I know he played it previously, or is he kind of strictly outfield now?
You know, I know he's been taking some grounders over there just to work on his hands, his feet, but you know, right now, I think that in this moment in time, he's going to focus on playing left field versus left-hand pitching. Yeah.
Jay, where's Tony in this process?
He is. He's at CBR. I know he's throwing and playing catch. I don't know if he's throwing hands. I'm not sure. I know he's moving his arm, but it's something for us. That's a 25 situation.
Okay. Dustin May, is he doing it?
Dustin threw a pen this week, and it was really good. So he came out of it really well. So that was really promising. And so Graterol threw a pen as well, really promising this week. So, you know, our expectation is at some point in time to get both those guys back this year.
Either one of them in your rehab?
Excuse me?
Either
Oh.
one year start or
Obviously, with Dustin's build up, it would probably be, with that Graterol, but I just don't know when that would be.
what's the starting pitching for Chicago?
Shoot, I think we're going to stay online, Bill. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to just get through today. I don't see us inserting anybody. I think it's just going to be whoever was after class right now, to be quite honest with you. There you go.
Dave, you mentioned
Yes.
one league is going a little bit stir crazy. What do you do to counterbalance that with players who are trying to just make it back and stay?
I think it's a chance that they get a bonus time with their family. He's got 2 kids, and he comes here, roots on his teammates. We don't have guys go with us on the road if they're not close. So I think for me, it's just pour into your family and try to take advantage of it, because we don't get time with our family very often during the season.
Sunday's a rare day off. What will you be doing?
Eating dinner in Chicago. Travel and eating dinner. Yes. Thanks, guys.